What is going on? Kathleen says, did you see case report today? It's very important. Which case report? Tell me about the case report. Are you talking about the report to Child Protective Services? If that's what you're talking about, I just saw that one. It doesn't look like anything good. I don't know who called and why they called, but I did see that. If that's what you're talking about. If you're talking about something different, I'm not sure. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, Lindsay. And hello, Shauna. If you guys are in this chat, please hit the like stream. Hit the like stream. Case is a YouTuber. Oh, yeah, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. But if you guys can like the stream, that'd be really good. I did, I'm just hopping on, I kind of check in with Gypsy Rose every couple of days, unless it's something like breaking. I really don't, it doesn't come across, but it seems as if the episode for this week is airing at 9 o'clock. So we'll watch that at 9, but now we're just kind of seeing what's going on with Gypsy. She's live. She's in her new, fitness mommy era. So we're checking that out. Case is good. I've heard the name. I most definitely heard the name Case before. And I believe it was a community post that he put out that somebody responded to about this situation, about Child Protective Services being involved in Gypsy and her baby situation. I believe I read something like that under Case. If it wasn't Case, it was someone else. I'm always getting people send things to me, so it probably came across. You need to show it. What is it? Can you tell me what it's about? Like, tell me what that's about. Like, is it talking about the CPS case? Because I haven't heard anything about it yet. And I actually did get an email. Y'all, it's funny because I got an email and the email was like, you need to watch this about Gypsy right now. And I was like, okay, I'll watch it, but I haven't gotten to it. So maybe I'm just missing out on something. Something flew over my head or something. I don't know. But if you guys want to see that, we can watch that. I'm just showing this. They have a letter. Yes, you guys, I actually just went over that. The letter that Nina said that someone had probable cause to investigate Gypsy Rose. I will look into it. If you guys want me to look into it, I will look into it. I will see here. See exactly. Here we go. Case studies. I gotcha. Okay. This one right here. This is the one you're talking about. This one right here.
Proactive, automatic writing
okay.
Suggestions
Perfect,
are great,
perfect,
but sometimes you just want to
perfect.
tell Grammarly how.
Let's check it out.
Hey, what is up, you guys? This is going to be a quick video. I hadn't planned on making a video today. It was kind of my day off from making content, but I was sent some information a minute ago, and I won't say who it was from because that doesn't really matter. But yeah, CPS is investigating Gypsy. This was initially posted in a Gypsy Rose Facebook group, and it was then sent to me. So I'm going to show you the report and the photos. I had to edit out some stuff, crop out some things because I don't want to put out phone numbers and addresses or anything like that. But by all accounts, this seems to be legit. Now, before I show the actual report, I want to show the caption that she put alongside it. This individual says, paper came today and the letter speaks for itself. And for the ones that are going to get angry, you have no clue what I said to those people. but I'm not one that's trying to have a baby taken from their family. I told them exactly how I felt. I told them why I felt that way. I provided the proof that Gypsy put out there, and clearly Children's Services felt the same exact way. Hopefully, baby Aurora is perfectly fine, taken care of, and they won't need to continue services with her. But if what you have been seeing from Gypsy as a first time mom hasn't disturbed you, then clearly you need some help as well. And before you want to talk shit, understand that I advocate for people that can't advocate for themselves, including babies. I'm not petty, and I take shit seriously. It's not just me that thinks what I seen on that story was absolutely fucking disturbing, and at the end of the day, that baby is all that matters. So my disgust and my anger for Gypsy is not the reason I made this phone call. I made this phone call out of genuine concern that apparently was valid. That baby needs Gypsy to get some type of help from people that are professionals and that can give it to her so that nothing happens to that baby. So throw the heat if you want to. The warning I might tell you off in the comments, so that wasn't really clear, but it's going to change, but it's not going to change anything. The call was made, concern was found by the services, and it is not going to get her baby taken as long as she's not neglecting the baby and as long as she's not a danger to the child. Sorry, I didn't have my glasses on and I'm reading this off of my phone. So now let me show you the actual report. So here is the actual report. You can see it's dated for the 15th is when they got that letter, which now kind of makes me understand why Gypsy took off all of the stuff that she had of her daughter on social media. Uh, I think we now know why she did that. I'm not going to read this. You guys can read it yourselves. You can pause it. You can zoom in. But you can see that last little box that they checked off there, that they clearly found reason to investigate this further.
Right.
Walls are closing in on Gypsy, but listen, as all of us, our main concern is obviously for that child. And we all know that she is not in good hands, to say the very least. So, but yeah, there you have it. She's definitely on their radar. I mean, you would have thought that this fucking moron would have kept her baby off social media like she said she was going to, knowing that she is a magnet for criticism and skeptical eyes. I mean, nothing gets past anybody on the internet.
Yeah.
So you reap what you sow, Gyp Dip. I'd like to again thank the person that sent this to me. And you guys let me know what you think in the comments. You know, this literally just was sent to me, so I haven't really had that much time to process it or even really go through all of it. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. And until the next time, peace and love.
Okay. I like that. I did see Nina talk about it. So I just kind of got exposed to it. And it looks as if someone reported her. They have the woman's name up there. I don't know if the woman's trying to remain anonymous or not, but I don't know a lot about DCFS or CPS. I don't know a lot about them, but from what I do know, they will, like, if they're given, a reasonable concern, they will go and investigate the case. They will. Are they going to find anything? That's a different story. But if they're given a reasonable concern, they're going to go and investigate. Like, they'll go to the house, they'll knock on the door, they'll ask to see the child, things of that nature. And then usually if things check out, they'll leave it alone. Right. Same kind of thing with Ruby Frankie. I don't know. Yes, the show is going to be on tonight, but it's coming on in about 30 minutes or so. How are you doing, Indigo? How are you doing, Susie? Yeah, they pushed it back an hour. I came on here at 8. I'm looking for it. Dr. Pimple Popper's on right now on Lifetime. So I'm looking for it, and I can't find it. I'm like, what the hell? Does anybody know the bassist the basis in which this woman called CPS on Gypsy. I have no earthly idea like what the basis is. So I'm going to go where I get all my news, the Reddit. Oh my God, Gypsy Rose is like so close around my area. This is like right at the mall, by the mall. That Cheesecake Factory by the mall. Oh, it's so good. Like if I just saw that on a normal day, just out and about, I'd be like, the fuck? Like, girl, what is going on? Like what is the story that sent this mandated reporter over the edge? Mandated reporters are people like you see something, you have to say something. If you don't say something, you can get in trouble with the law because you are mandated by the law to say something. You're talking about like nurses, teachers, social workers, these types of people who, when they know something may be going wrong, they have to report it. It says, thank you for your report for a child with the initials of AB. Aurora Blanchard, I'm guessing. If you are a mandated reporter and your initial report was made verbally, the law requires that you follow up with a written report. So if this person called in, then they have to write something up as well. I have no idea what story this woman saw that like sent her over the edge and said, you know what, I need to do something about this. But it was something that she saw on Gypsy's social media from what I'm understanding. So, high into the weeds. I'm going to post my video, my live on my Discord real quick. I had the best nap ever before the stream. The best nap. I had a nap to rival all naps before the stream. Let me see here. Because I went to have blood work drawn. I had an allergy test today. And they ended up taking like 10 vials. I'm like, what the hell? That just weakened me. Baby's last name was Anderson. Well, according to this, right? And it's very telling, right? It says here, thank you for your report on 4/14. So she called last week, last Monday, right? Called. If you are a mandated reporter and your initial report was made verbally through the Child Protection Hotline, the law requires that you follow up with a written report in 5 days. So maybe she's not a mandated reporter because it says if. Maybe not. Because mandated reporters have to report. So maybe she's just a concerned citizen. But it says a child with the initials of AB. If it was Anderson, it would be AA. So what is this baby's last name? It's probably Blanchard. She probably didn't want to give the baby Ryan's last name and just gave it her dad's last name. That's what I'm assuming. So does anybody know what post set this woman off? Christina? We know her name is Christina because it's right there for everyone to see. But the post that set her off, I've seen a lot of posts from Gypsy that just that set me off. But it's more of like what Gypsy says that sets me off than what she does that sets me off. So I don't really know like what post, but it was a post and she's like, hell to the F and no. I must say something. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go ahead and put this on. You guys want the next video to be about Gypsy Rose? Okay, I can do that. All right, hang on. We're going to watch the show together at 9. Right now, we're just kind of talking about what's been going on with Gypsy, apparent CPS revelations, yada, yada, yada. But, like when you're in the public eye, there's a good chance that CPS is going to be called on you if people dislike you. I'm not trying to discredit the woman's initial statement or report on Gypsy Rose, but I hope it doesn't cause for people calling CPS on Gypsy Rose consistently, frivolously, and backing up CPS's logs that can be used for time for children that are actually struggling. Do I think Aurora is struggling? I mean, I haven't seen anything, specifically anything that would tell me, get her out of there right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially what the support system that Gypsy Rose has. Gypsy Rose is a huge support system. It's more than just Gypsy. I think we need to consider that when it comes to the welfare of this baby, it's more than just Gypsy, right? There's a lot of people involved in raising the child. So, there's this one woman on the internet called Peaches McIntyre. She has 9 children and people don't like her for whatever reason. Like, she's made enemies over the years on social media. So people consistently call CPS on her. People consistently call, and they keep showing up because that's their duty. But my thing is, as long as the things you're saying are accurate and as long as the things you're saying are coming from a good place, I feel like it's fine. But it begins to become an issue when it's like these frivolous calls. Because I do feel like I live in the state of Louisiana as well. There is a lot of abuse going on in the state when it deals with children. And those children grow up to be angry adults. And it's never nipped in the bud. It's never, ever nipped in the bud. And it's always by someone in their family, close around them. And, CPS always can do better in every state, So I wouldn't want their job. That's all I'm going to say. I would not want their job. You know what I mean? People don't like me either. And just as we can reach out to a production company to tell them alarms and a scammer, Gypsy had posted a TikTok where she was complaining of the baby for having colic. The baby was crying hard. What sounded more like distress and colic, and her arm looked red. Okay. I can understand that. I can most definitely understand that. Lindsay says, all I'm going to say is that people shouldn't waste the precious time of CPS workers just because they want Gypsy in trouble. Yeah, people will do that. Like, especially when you, and this is like, like, oh my gosh, let's hop on the Gypsy bandwagon or on her side or in her defense, because we don't know what the situation is, and we don't know why this woman, Christina, called. I know it has something to do with a photo or something to that nature, a story. But when you think about it, I feel as if she has it's more than just Gypsy raising that baby. Now, if it were just Gypsy in the middle of Timbuktu with the baby in a trash bag slung over her back, I'd be more concerned than I am. I've seen the stories. I've seen her gaslighting with the baby. I don't think that's right. I don't think it's fair. I think it's, manipulative mentally um to her audience, but you know, I feel as if she feels as if she has too much to prove to the world at large to do anything to that nature. But I could be wrong. Yeah, they will do anything. Like Indigo said, someone reached out to a production company she worked with to tell them this. Um, and if you have kids, people know that people's heart is in their kids. So that's what they're going to go for. If you have your kids on the camera, they're going to call CPS and tell them that your husband's doing things to your kids. They're going to tell them that they're going to tell them all kinds of things. They're going to lie. That's what people do, right? But um I feel as if we should be able to, like, CPS workers should be able to distinguish, a frivolous call from a non frivolous call. But it's like you think one call is frivolous and then that ends to the massive abuse or death of someone, right? It's happened time and time again. People have called CPS, right? People have called CPS. And look at Ruby Frankie's children. They've called CPS and they're like, it's whatever. It's not really a big deal. Look at these happy Mormon people. They wouldn't hurt their children. Jody Hildebrandt's there, right? She'd never. And then the news comes out. So it seems as if you can't really gloss over anything. You cannot gloss over anything. So I feel like that's more of what CPS is doing. They are not glossing over anything because they know who Gypsy is. They know, so you cannot gloss over things like that, right? I want a safe child, her to grow up loved and happy, right? Right. Yeah. That's the predicament that we're kind of dealing with now. I feel like Gypsy is putting a lot of how do I put this? I feel like she's putting a lot of thought into raising her child, not just for the sake of raising her child, okay? I feel like she's putting a lot of thought into that to make sure that she was a better mother than her mom, or whatever the narrative or agenda is. Like, she wants to prove something to herself instead of just letting things come naturally as they are. That's how I feel about the situation as far as, Gypsy Rose is concerned. If you guys are just joining, make sure to hit that like button. But we're going to watch a little bit more of her workout session, which is interesting. Like, why? Like, I don't know. Gypsy wants to be like this mom influencer. I see that. I definitely do see that, but wrong time. Just it's the wrong time for it, right? It's too soon. Everything was just too soon, rushed upon the public. And it hasn't even been a year. So I feel like with time, things fade. With time, things will, ease. But it's just too drastic. The shit that's going on with her is just too.
Oh, a Colorado order? Ethan.
She does need parenting classes. I feel like everyone can use some type of therapy, some type of, especially with her, she's just getting out of prison. She doesn't truly understand how society works. Why is it making that sound? I don't necessarily like that music. If you guys can, please go ahead and like the stream for me. I'm sharing it to my Discord. If you're not following me, go ahead and hit that follow button. I appreciate you guys so much. Like, what is all this? Like, what's... Girl. I'm just observing. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just observing. What the hell? What's going on?
All right, you guys can hear me? I'm gonna pause. Can somebody tell me the name of the song? It is Delicate by Taylor Swift. I don't actually know what I'm doing right now. I'm just exercising. I'm like, I don't know if it's Pilates, I don't know if it's yoga, I don't know what I'm doing. Where's the fit from? So it's from Target. So this is from Target, the top is from Target, and the pants are from Target. But the only thing is, like, for me, finding pants is really hard. So, like, as you can see, it's like way too long. So I'm always having to kind of like pull them up like that. But because I'm short, I'm 4'11". So finding pants that fit me just right is really hard. But
Thanks.
But yeah, so it's from Target.
Everything, she loves Target. Like,
I have to look into it.
this girl loves Target.
Go to, they have short. Okay, I will. I'm gonna try it out. Is it frozen?
I mean, I went to Target. It's nice, but like,
Thank you.
I was never one to like always go there.
I don't get to work out every single
Never.
day. Some days are better than others, so this is a good day. So I'm like, I'm gonna take the opportunity. Thank you. How are y'all doing today? By the way, I'm sorry I didn't go live last week. I got the times mixed up for the show, and I was also dealing with Aurora. I was trying to get her to bed. So if anyone caught like the small, like few seconds I was on live, I was trying to set up my camera and Ken was next to me, and we're like, oh my God, we missed, it's playing, like it's halfway through the show. So I'm like, hey guys, sorry we're late. And then like my camera fell over, and I'm like, you know what? F this. I'm not doing it tonight. I got really, really frustrated. I'm like, I'm not doing it tonight. So sorry, but the plan was to go live last week. I mean, this week, last week. Oh God, I need to talk to my days. Monday. And how's the colic any better? It is better. So we started using gripe water. We started using the one that starts with M, Milocon. We started using that. It started getting a little better, but she is still kind of fussy. So I've been kind of looking more into other things. And I think we're like also going through a sleep regression because she wouldn't go to sleep until like 2 o'clock in the morning. That's cute.
What the hell is a sleep
But
regression?
things are starting to get better. I think it varies from day to day, honestly. Whew. Am I still with Ken? Of course. Like together? Of course.
Why would you?
We yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
I'm
Ken
gonna
and I
just shut
went
up.
to the mall and we brought Aurora to go take pictures with the Easter Bunny. I know I've seen someone had posted a video.
Why does cooking for one feel like half the meal?
I don't understand, y'all. Like, did she not like? Don't you like go to the doctor and they'll help you out? You go to the doctor if your baby has colic, right? You go to the doctor and say, my baby is screaming to the top of her lungs, and the doctor gives you something, right? I know it could be really bad if those babies screaming to the top of their lungs because of that, but come on. Like that would be my first thing to do. I don't have children, but I have most definitely seen a few newborns raised into toddlers and helped raise them. And it seems to be, well, what my grandmother taught me. If no one knows how to raise a baby, it's a grandmother. Okay. So my grandmother told me that like it's from them feeding too much air in the bottle, because my grandma would put like rice cereal and things of that nature in the bottom, like once the baby got a little older, and she would have to make the nipple bigger. So she was like, maybe the hole's too big, the air's getting in their stomach, whatnot. So, I mean, burping the baby would be the number one for me. I'm just coming in from, I'm not a doctor, but like if my baby was going through that much pain, I'm going to the doctor every day. Like she's screaming, she's in pain, she needs to fart, poop, burp. Can you help me? The doctor's going to be like, sure, I don't know. Hello, Cherokee, and welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you. I appreciate you.
And they're like, why does she walk like that? Well, let me tell you, my shoes, I got them a size too big, and it made a blister on my ankle. I don't know if you guys can feel that. That is why I was walking funny. I was trying to keep my shoes on, and meanwhile, a blister was developing.
If you guys just joining, make sure to like that stream, guys.
Yeah, it was a good day. She was sleeping whenever the Easter Bunny was holding her. So our picture.
Is somebody outside mowing the
her
grass?
sleeping on the Easter Bunny.
Like, what's going on?
Oh, thank you.
Somebody's mowing the damn grass. I'm telling you.
Shout
I
out
hear
to
it.
Ellen. I think I saw that. Hi, Ellen. Yeah, someone's mowing the grass right now. Sorry. Yep, that's probably annoying. Oh, thank you, Ray. Whew. Whales, wow.
Christy could have even helped her if that's what was going on. I have doubts that the baby had colic for 3 nights without Christy knowing about it. Right. The colic is, yeah.
And I have wavy hair, so it's just like, I actually did my hair today. How did I lose weight? So, honestly, just getting out of prison. So when I went into prison, I was like 100 pounds, and I am 4'11", and so I don't like my frame is small. They call it petite. And so like 4'11", like short girls are in the category of petite. So anyway, so I went into prison at 100 pounds, and I gained a lot during COVID. I don't know why it says that. Okay. I gained a lot during COVID, as I'm sure a lot of people did. And so I kept that weight on. I was like 142, 145-ish, getting out of prison. And then I got pregnant in late April, to the beginning of May. You know, you can't really peg down the exact date of conception, but so it was like late April. And so I got pregnant, and throughout the course of my pregnancy, I was losing the prison weight. So even though I was pregnant, where most people gain weight when they're pregnant, I was losing that already, you know, heavy prison weight. So honestly, it's just my circumstances. It's situational. But it helps a lot that I am like eating better, because like a lot of people don't realize that prison food, like off a commissary, is like all junk food. So it's like all chips and ramen noodle and cookies, and that's like basically what I would eat on a daily basis. And so getting out of prison, I am eating like salads. I can still eat whatever I want. Like I eat French fries and stuff like that, but like the option, I have the option to make like zucchini fries, and I love those. Those are really good.
I've never had zucchini fries. Are they
so,
good?
I mean, eating better,
Just
and
asking.
not eating prison food, and just trying to do like small workouts like this. It's working for me so far. So actually, you know, it's a great idea. Let's see how much I weigh today. I haven't weighed me today, so let me look at my scale.
The zucchini's okay. I'm fine with zucchini. I just never put it with fries, you know? I'm fine with it though. Okay, she's about to go weigh herself. So we're going to watch her weigh herself, I guess. She started off with a very intensive workout. Where are we? 12 of the day. Okay, I'll show you some of the workout. Intense shit. Intense. Hardcore. The sound is kind of weird. I don't know. It's like stuff. Okay, so we got like a lot of little workouts going on. Those things will kick your ass. I'm telling you right now. These things that she's down there doing, those kick your ass. Those hip flexors, these right here. Like now this man, come on, bruh. Bruh, come on, bruh. That I know you guys wanted to see this today, so I'm doing it for you all. Why did I pause right there? I have no idea. Just sometime life just happens like that, you know? Life just happens, right? Okay. Hello, Fancy. How are you? Wait, what the hell? Okay, thank you so much for sharing the live. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you guys can like the live, if you guys can like the live, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. That means a ton to me, you guys.
All right. Boom, I've got my digital scales. Let's see what I am today. All right. Make sure you guys can see that.
She's going to weigh herself for us, guys.
All right. I am 123.6.
What the heck was that? What was that about to segue into?
And everyone said, well,
what was that about to segue into? What the hell?
23.6.
What was that? Like, what the?
That's how much I am today.
This is someone's page. Whose page is this?
Maintaining.
Hang on.
Maintaining stability there. But of course, like, it doesn't look like it because like I have big boobs and a big butt. I'm what they call slim thick. How much am I wanting to lose? I would be happy if I was 115. That would be my goal weight is 115. I think that I would be happy at that weight.
Wow.
I mean, right now my clothes are a small to extra small. Like I don't know if I can like turn this around so if you guys can even see it, but okay, let's see. I'm gonna try to do this for you guys. I know people are gonna call me a liar. All right, let's see. This ain't easy, guys. Bear with me.
I'm bearing.
All right, you guys can see that? You guys see? It is a extra small, if you guys can see it. Ugh. All right. I'm really hoping you guys can see that. So I really don't want to have to do that again. So, any tips? Yeah. So the best thing you can do is not like I don't think like eating after 7. Like you ever heard of like where you just kind of like fast at a certain time? Eating after 7 is like considered a no-no. So yeah, don't eat after 7.
I didn't see your panties. I was posting updating the thumbnail, but I have no idea. I'm just listening. And I hear things like I'm what they call slim thick, and who is Gypsy talking to? Is she talking to us? Like it's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
for
fine.
the most part, it's just
Everything's
don't
fine.
go crazy with the junk food.
Everything's fine. I promise.
Intermediate fasting. Yeah, that's what I do. Now, occasionally, I will say occasionally, sometimes like because I have a newborn, there are times that I forget to eat. So I will break my rule of no eating after 7, but that's just occasional. But I'm happy. I'm happy with myself. Like when I look in the mirror, I'm happy. I got the nose job that I wanted. I don't think that there's anything else that I would change about myself, physically anyway. Hi, Joey. I saw your name pass by. When is Pearl over? June 25th, which is actually my sister's birthday too. Lip combo. So it is Catwalking by Charlotte Tilbury, and I also use the Maybelline ink crayon. Thank you. I think they stopped mowing the lawn. Exactly. Like I want to like maintain the weight, but also like just because like I've lost weight does not mean that
Sorry, my mic wasn't on. Anyway, do you guys think Gypsy has an image issue? Like, do you guys think that Gypsy looks in the mirror, doesn't like what she sees to the point where it may be detrimental to her health is what I mean. Everybody looks in the mirror and says, oh my God, I need to lose a couple pounds. I don't like the way my chin is inverted to the left. Everybody has those things. But do you think she like is taking it a step further? Because she's telling us she's slim thick. She's showing us her ass. She's flexing her ass. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. It seems like, is it in reaction to having a baby? Because before she went to prison, I didn't see so much about her weight before prison. Now it just seems like she's trying to show her body that she's this fine ass mama. I don't know. It's not a crime to want to look good, but I'm just like, this is all it's been lately. Especially with that photo she had of her like that tall photo of her. You guys know what the photo I'm talking about, where I was like, she looks oddly tall. And it didn't look right to me. Somebody said that she photoshopped the photo. I don't know. But the show's about to come on, guys. We're going to watch it together as promised. When I post this, it'll only come up to this point. The rest of the video, you guys won't